Every single day, I had to use the bathroom dozens of times, but I never once used toilet paper normally. Instead, I rolled the toilet paper into tiny balls, soaked them with water, then squeezed out all the moisture by hand. And just like that, a prison escape key was made. When the guard came to deliver lunch, I secretly stuffed the paper ball into the lock while he wasn't paying attention. That allowed me to push open the small hatch from the inside and reach the electronic lock outside the cell, but even the password lock couldn't stop me. I stomped a milk carton flat, peeled off the thin plastic film, and pressed it onto the keypad. When the guards entered the password, their fingerprints were left behind on the surface. By comparing the positions of the fingerprints, I could figure out which numbers were used. After more than 20 attempts, the cell door finally opened, but I didn't escape immediately, because I knew getting past the prison walls was the only real escape. Even in such a heavily guarded prison, I still discovered a fatal weakness. Right beside solitary confinement was a completely unguarded fire station. So afterward, I deliberately caused trouble inside the prison, and just as planned, I was thrown into solitary confinement. Once inside, I realized the security there was incredibly relaxed. There were only 2 guards, and they even had a habit of stepping outside to smoke. Through the metal grate above my cell, I could clearly hear their conversations. After calculating their routine, I figured out there was roughly a 7-minute gap where security became completely relaxed. During that time, nobody was even watching the surveillance room. So one day, I finally put my escape plan into action. After getting out of the cell, I first altered the surveillance footage, creating the illusion that I was still inside. Then I opened the ventilation duct, crawled through it into the neighboring fire station, and quickly changed into a firefighter uniform. After that, everything depended on my partner. She deliberately caused chaos in the parking lot outside the prison. The explosion successfully triggered the fire department to respond, but by the time the guards rushed to my cell, they realized I had already vanished. Meanwhile, I was already hiding beneath the fire truck. Once everyone rushed out to deal with the fire, nobody paid any attention to me at all. And just like that, I casually escaped from the prison. Afterward, I voluntarily turned myself in, because my real identity was never that of a criminal. I was actually a professional escape artist, specializing in testing prison security systems. I had even proudly written a book about it, but just as I was enjoying my success, someone suddenly shocked me unconscious in the street. The moment I was thrown into a vehicle, they scanned my body with a device and found the tracking chip hidden inside me. Soon after, the kidnappers cut it out with a knife and I completely disappeared without a trace. Then one of them injected me with a tranquilizer, and I quickly lost consciousness again. When I woke up next, I discovered I was trapped inside a transparent glass prison. The entire prison was suspended in the air, offering absolutely no privacy whatsoever. Combined with the constant surveillance cameras surrounding me, escaping this place seemed utterly impossible. So now, how was a master escape artist like me supposed to break out of this inescapable prison?